Okay, guys, we are live. For those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly Dungeon Master this evening. Tonight, we are playing Session 50 of our ongoing campaign, playing Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition, playing through the classic Night Below campaign by Carl Sargent. And with me tonight are the stars of the Night Below campaign. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are, who you're playing. Oh, and I just realized I named my stream the Charity Raffle. I forgot to update it. So I'll rename this video afterwards. First up is... I knew I forgot something today. I was getting everything ready for the session. First up is Dave.
Hey everybody, I'm Dave, also known as Charity Raffle. And today I'll be playing Druin Axebrother, who is a level 4... fighter and specialty priest of Clangeddin Silverbeard, and looking forward to session 50.
Nice. And next up is Arlen.
Hi, I'm Arlen. I'm playing Bergour, who is a 5th level dwarven fighter, and is often more confident than he feels right now. Because we'll talk about that.
Next up is Jeffrey.
Hey everybody, I'm Jeff, and I'm playing Calidor, the Elven Fighter Thief. He's 4th level.
Nice. And last but not least is the man, the myth, the legend, Jason Hobbs.
Hello. I am Jason Hobbs. I almost forgot who I was for a second.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Is that fishing for a second intro again?
No, absolutely not. I am playing the elemental savage elf, Elanion, Elandin of the 4th Circle of Power.
Very nice. We'll also say a quick hello and welcome to everyone joining us on Mr. Hobbs' Gamerhood 2. Welcome to Session 50. Before I launch into, I guess first thing I'll say is if you're listening to us live, a very happy Canada Day to anyone joining us. Even if you're not Canadian, we still say happy Canada Day to you. In addition, as I sort of alluded to in the intro, today kicks off on July 1st, 2020, kicks off our annual charity raffle. I'm going to talk more about that at the end of the session, but you can find a link to the Heroes Save Villages charity raffle in the description of this video. Actually, you can only find that right now because I have not updated it to be correct, but it will be updated soon. So we'll talk more about what the charity raffle is going to consist of at the end of today's episode. So first off, guys, we are leading into session 50. We had a pretty big setup, bless you, Hobbs, from session 49. What happened in session 49?
Before we get into that, Kev, does anybody else have charity raffle anxiety? Like, because we kept postponing. I kept thinking, when you saying July 1st is charity raffle, I'm like, damn, I got to buy my tickets. And I'd go in and looking for the link. I'm like, no, Dave, it's not even set up yet. Like, I've literally gone through charity raffle anxiety for like on and off for like the last couple weeks, thinking I was going to miss out. So
I haven't. You know what it is? And Dave, I imagine the reason for that is because of the amazing grand prize that our good friends at Beetle and Grimm have donated for this. Now, this, of course, is my copy of the Eberron, or the gold edition of the Eberron Rising from the Last War product. But the grand prize for our raffle is a brand new copy of this, still in the packaging, from Beetle and Grimm. Dave, I hope now that the time has come, and now that you can get raffle tickets, that is alleviating some of your anxiety.
Yeah, I will have less anxiety after tomorrow.
Good. All right. So then, turning to last session, what happened last session, guys?
So at the beginning of last session, we were in the midst of a fracas with some gnolls.
Yes.
Is that how that's pronounced? Fracas?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
I just like to say fracas. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Okay.
Love it. I'm glad
However you pronounce the word. We were fighting some gnolls and giving it to them good, but they were running away from us eventually. And we killed a number of them. A couple of them ran off. One of them ran off with our resident gnome illusionist and what's his other background?
He ran so far with him, he's not even here tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not even here. He got scared off by the gnolls because
Yep.
one of them ran off with him, and so Calidor and enlarged Bergour had to run after the gnoll with Dorman, and caught the gnoll with Dorman, and then the gnoll with Dorman tried to bite his throat out, if I remember correctly, and did not quite succeed in killing Dorman, but got pretty close. And then ran off, and Serene shot him in the back, if I remember right.
Yeah,
And then we gave
John
Dorman a
played
healing potion and got him back up and in fighting condition. And everybody, while back at the site of the battle, Druin was patching up. I think Carrick went down because he only has 13 hit points.
Yep.
And Knox was pretty badly beat up at one point. And I think Rilligo survived unscathed because that's just the sort of thing that happens with him. He just gets lucky like that.
Stands in the melee and everything's chaos around him, and he just
Yeah.
Well, in fairness, I don't think he actually fought anyone. I think he did his spear chanting thing the entire time. So.
Probably. So then we did our best to cover our tracks as we sort of limped back to camp and set up in camp. Decided we weren't going to do anything else that day, but we wanted our resident Aarakocra scout 3-wind to sort of keep watch on the Knoll camp. And then some of the wizards decided that what they could do is learn some spells from the spell books that we found from the Bugbear encampment, while the other guys could sort of keep watch and make sure everything was, working out and all right. And that ate up a couple days until we found out from 3-wind that the Gnolls have finished erecting 3 of these siege towers that they were building that are designed to get their forces into the Aarakocra caves that are on the side of the cliff. And so we're sort of in the last stage of defending the Aarakocra settlement at this point.
Yeah. And I think that the discussion landed last night on a strategy, or at least a time to go and try and deal with the Gnolls. Do you guys remember when that was?
Right now.
Yeah, right now, basically. So in the middle of the night. Yeah, first thing in the morning. All right. So then, Elanion, what I think, Hobbs, you missed last 2 sessions. So I think that you likely... That means that Elanion may have had 2 days to learn spells as well, too, from those... Or try to learn spells from those spell books. Because I think it was Dorman and Rilligo and... Oh, he may not have been able to. Because Dorman and Rilligo and what's his name, Knox, were all making use of the 3 books, so you can't double up on them. Unless you can steal from their books, I guess. You could copy from their... No, because they'd be copying into their books. Never mind. Oh, that was a long way of saying...
nothing.
Yeah, you get nothing. Yeah. Hey, what are you guys doing in that tent? Nothing. Go away. So, what we'll do then, guys, is I think that the thought was to allow you guys to get there in the evening, so that or early in the morning before dawn, so that you can still take advantage of Elanion's very badass ring. Is that right, guys?
I think that was the plan.
That was the idea, yeah.
Okay, so let me get you over to the old Knoll camp, and I'm going to set you guys at the northern edge here. And I'm going to resize you because... Oops, shit. Wrong thing.
I'm okay if you want to leave me as huge.
Nice. Okay, here we go. There we go. You zoom in here and resize you suckers. All right. You can assume you've had a chance to prepare whatever spells that you've got. Everyone is all healed up to full. So I think in fiction what we'll say is that there's been... Whoever isn't here was repositioning somewhere, and they've just gotten themselves lost. So we'll toss them into the fray if this spills over into Friday. Unless you guys can drop the whole camp of Gnolls in the span of an hour and a half. I have full confidence in you. Hobbs less so?
Serene is going to attack from the far side.
Oh yeah, we're going to bring Serene in too. Let me grab her. Okay. Copy. Alrighty. So I am assuming that there's a combination of Elven. I guess Kalidor's not really all that stealthy, so it's really Elanion is being stealthy alongside Serene, and then Bergour, Druin, and Kalidor are keeping a respectable distance to avoid getting detected. Like I don't think it's impossible for you to sneak necessarily there, Jeff. It's just
Yeah, I'm not Elven.
Nope. What was it? You got a little pixelated there. Did you guys hear Jeff, or did it go?
Oh, I'm just saying I'm not minority.
That's weird, Jeff. You're cutting in and out. Are we cutting in and out for you?
No, not at all.
That's weird. Well, we'll just keep on going and see what if that becomes a real problem. All right. Oh, yeah, maybe. Okay. That infamous Morden upload station. Those bastards. So, guys, I brought you over to the map here, did I? Yes, I did. So you guys are up here. Let's take maybe 5 minutes and talk about how you guys want to approach this. You can
5 minutes. Sorry.
Well, so we're not spending the whole time planning and then coming back on Friday. Is Friday July 4th? Or is that
Saturdays.
Friday
Saturdays.
is when it's being celebrated here. For people have days off anyway. In the U.S.
Yep. Ugh. Okay. The good, and that's fine then. That means that. Wait, Friday. You guys get Friday off. You said.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
Third.
All right. Let's see here. Next, okay, well, let's talk about what you guys want to do, how you want to approach this.
Who goes first?
I say
What's the
we
plan?
loop around and we hit them from the bottom side along the cliff face. Is this cliff face kept down on the very south end?
Yes, the far south is where, and what you can see down there, those big, where the things have been removed, the, what do you call the palisades or whatever, have been removed. What you can see there now are where the towers have been placed.
I mean, isn't our focus really just to destroy those towers if we can?
Yeah.
And or a couple leaders if we put leaders, but I don't know.
I mean, our number one focus, let's prioritize, is the
Yes.
towers, because that's really what's forcing us to be attacking now, right? Is the towers.
Yes, exactly.
So if we can deal with the towers, at least to some extent or degree, then it will erode their numbers, force them to go out, or we could attack more groups if we wanted to. All those things would come from destroying the towers.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to go and get more wood or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It creates situations. So number one, it's always easier when you prioritize. It's like, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So how do you destroy a knoll camp?
So realistically, we have two guys that can tank it up in the front, and Druin right behind you in case you get hit real hard. He can heal you, or he can stand third guy in the row, keep us from getting flanked. And we have Elanion right behind us, casting like pit and shooting stars and that kind of thing.
How heavy do you think the towers are?
Heavier than a cart. Otherwise,
How
you would have
tall
no.
are they?
Otherwise, you'd have no frame of reference. They're about 30 feet tall.
So
Is the cliff right there at the edge of the map?
Yes.
are these things towers?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, like if you put a pit at the beginning of one, would that potentially topple it? Like we don't know, but like if if you
would
build a
think
house
so.
on the edge of a cliff and then part of the cliff falls out, you'd think your house might fall off. Would be my.
Yeah, very possibly. That's what I was thinking. It might be easy to topple. They might be easier to topple to get them. If all we have to do is really push them off the cliff.
Well, and if there's gnolls inside, hopefully, like you said, some of them die.
I would say that's icing on the cake, but let's just do the cake.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? What are? I'm full of it tonight. I missed you guys. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
I took a week off. All right,
Yeah.
so
Could have used you in that last gnoll foot.
So let's talk about one other thing, guys, is your approach to that location. If you guys are all going to be approaching, it looks like you're positioning yourself right at the south end of the camp to go kind of directly in there.
we couldn't really see. That's why we did that.
Okay.
Yeah, I can move down there too.
Well, if you are, then is it? You can figure that the tree line is probably about maybe another 50 feet to the left away from here. What strategies are you employing to try and prevent yourselves from being seen on that approach? Because there's not really anything to hide behind along there. It is dark, and Dave, give me a percentile roll. You're our weatherman.
Weather guy. It's relatively clear.
Clear sky, yeah. Oof.
Starting to learn your weather chart, Kev, just from the approximate rolls.
Yes, that's good to know. it's Druin picking up a couple blades of grass and dropping them in the air and saying like,
Tut tut. It looks like rain.
Yeah, it is. It does seem to be clear skies though, so it means the visibility is gonna be a little bit better.
Well,
I was-
nighttime,
Yeah, I guess that would be our approach. So that makes sense. I was thinking that only one of us really had to walk down there to see. We just couldn't see from the visibility before.
Oh, for sure, yeah. No, if you plan on if what your intent was to approach from a different direction, then go nuts, guys. I'm not.
We just wanted to see, but yeah, I guess what Kevin's asking is I guess what I should figure out is how close I have to be in order to cast pit. If that's going to be our primary goal, is like try to put the pit partially on one side of the thing and then just make it fall. Into there.
It is.
Let me look up pit.
Sure.
yeah. What's your radius on that? And how does your ring of shooting stars? How far can you hit them from that?
Quite a bit, but I don't really think that the shooting star ring will maybe affect these. They might hurt some people, but
Right, but you got to
So-
think as soon as you throw a pit at them, they're going to start running at us to try and defend the other towers. We have to come up with kind of a countermeasures.
So, guys, if you want to understand like how the rules will be translated, or how like the rules will translate what you're doing into like into the consequences, there are actual rules for using siege weapons and things like that in the DMG. So basically, it's going to be I'll be allowing these things saves, and I'm going to leave it up to chance as to what happens to these towers as you guys do things to them. And they are made of wood, so they take from that what you will. They are secured at the back though. Like there's a sort of a counterweight, and there's moving bits in it. So you can think that there's where they've been positioned is sort of their A position, and B position is going to be when they're deploying whatever's on there. Right in front of these things here, there are also platforms that seem to have like handholds and stuff on them. So if you were to guess, what was going to happen is that they're going to lower down these platforms over the side. And there's a counterweight of stones and shit like that. Think of it kind of like a reverse trebuchet. That's very similar to how these things appear to be functioning.
I was thinking more like, in Doom, you have those platforms that lower.
Yeah, exactly.
Only we're not on Mars, and these aren't demons.
Aren't you? Aren't you?
No, that could be the.
No joke. Arlen, I had for a setup for one of our filler sessions was going to be Yason waking up on Absalon Station in a VR sim and like that. His whole adventure in Sword and Sorcerers was all a VR sim that was just left on too long.
No, that would be great.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty weird when the adventure continues without him, of course, but
Well, the thing is, all the rest of the characters didn't matter because they were all figments of the program.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is that
Yeah.
the program keeps going even after he's gone.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's weird and interesting too.
Stories and stories. It's the plotting by Neil Gaiman. Okay, so then what? I don't need to talk right now. You guys can talk. What was the plan here, guys?
I was going to say that I've read this pit spell, I don't know how many times, but today is the first time I realized that it was a circular pit. That's not good, is it?
Well, no, but we're playing on a what do you call it? We're playing on a cube mat, or a mat with squares on it anyway. So
Yeah, you don't want to draw a circle on the map because Kev will get upset, especially if it goes through a wall.
yes, when it goes through a wall, yes. Okay.
So these counterweights, I don't know, maybe that'll actually help us because we doesn't have to fall towards the cliff. We could make it fall backwards, and that would make it easier if the ground was released from that.
if it was in B position, then it would be more prone to that. Right now, it's sort of at its most stable point.
Right. When they start lowering these things, and the counterweights have to be there.
Yeah, the counters will go back to
Oh,
counterweight
yeah.
whatever's on the thing, on the platform.
Right. Well, what I was. Oh, the counterweights aren't really deployed. Then,
Not yet,
right?
no.
So, okay, I got you. All right. So then it would still be able to fall either way. So it doesn't-
Definitely, and I mean, it also,
doesn't matter.
whether they've thought to secure that stuff at some point to have, to prevent that kind of eventuality, your spell may throw that counterweight way out of, and leave the thing tumbling down. It's designed to move in a specific direction, and if you force it to move in a different direction, it may not be structurally sound or stable.
Nice. So pit is 60 yards.
Is the range, so 180 feet. So that puts you.
If that's our.
So does that mean you potentially could use pit for the far one to take it out, so that we don't have to try and work our way all the way to it?
So there's
I
180
can
from where
maybe do
you
it for
are.
all of them, to be honest. Yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, we might have
Gotta
to
get
move.
closer to do pit on the other ones. But
Yeah. So you guys have to protect me to get over there, and then we might want to come up with a plan to get out of here.
One at a time.
Did you memorize Featherfall like the other wizards?
I don't have Featherfall.
Yeah, it was in one of the spell books that you can't use.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
So, you already,
right.
so you already know the
I-
answer to that question.
I actually don't think he can learn Featherfall because I think it counts as an air spell.
Oh, air. Yeah, that's
Oh,
probably
really?
Yeah, it's one of his verboten schools.
I like the way you say verboten, sir.
Heck yeah. That one semester of German, I tell you, pays off dividends. You want to know my favorite German word is? Kartoffelsalat.
Oh, I thought you were going to say dividends.
No, potato salad. Kartoffelsalat.
Nice. I like it too.
Yeah,
My
it's great.
favorite French word is la bibliothèque. Nice.
Nice.
Library.
Yeah, absolutely. Arb Noel is mine.
Oh, obviously you guys would know French.
Yeah.
Duh.
I don't speak French. I can point at a couple things and say what it is.
I won't
Well,
discuss.
me too.
Yeah.
I won't discuss my lack of. I won't discuss my lack of French. My lack of French, given my last name is.
Yeah, no kidding. All right. So then, what? Let's see here. What else? Is that the plan? Then you guys are going to try and sneak in, and we don't have any. Well, we do have a thief in the party. We got Calidor, but he is wearing very heavy armor and wearing not moderately heavy armor and wielding a giant shield. So
I think sneaking is going to be a challenge, just in general. Although those things are probably going to make a whole lot of noise.
And again, it doesn't automatically mean like if this is where the character input and the creativity really can help you guys. If there are things you want to do to try and you can obviously cast spells and things like that to try and conceal yourself. But if you've got other steps that you might make that might affect the chances of the Knoll spotters and the hyenas to find you, please feel free to let me know about those things so I can modify the spot rolls and sense rolls appropriately.
Yeah, which way is the wind blowing, I guess, would be something to think about.
Good question. Let's see here.
gotta turn my cloak into a ghillie suit.
I love it. Dwarf ghillie suit. Oh man, is that bush angrily moving towards us? What? Okay, 1, 2. This here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. It's coming right from the south, guys. South blowing north.
So we don't have to be so worried about the wind carrying our scent, but obviously it's the noise and the movement, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
We're gonna have to do like some extra mud packing on the armor and stuff to try and hide shine. And
Sounds like a good idea.
Anyone have any camouflage or anything like that as a proficiency?
I have hunting.
Yeah, actually.
Well, I mean,
no, that's what I'm laughing because I think that's usually the one that people suggest when I ask for something that's anything other than that. But that,
I was being serious and honest, actually. Hunting, you kind of have to know how to be camouflaged.
No, I buy that. Yeah. So I didn't mean to snicker. I buy that. Yeah. Give me a hunting check. Let's see here. Who's playing the role of John tonight to keep track of Astonishing Fortune, by the way?
Yeah, boy.
oh, that's success. I can tell you that hunting is good for this, but not
That
heraldry.
was confusing. I was like, what the heck?
do I have heraldry? That's a great roll, too. So, yeah, then what I'll allow is...
He didn't. He rolled heraldry, and I failed success at hunting.
Oh, you rolled a 16. Sorry, I was looking at the numbers reversed. I'm like, oh, you rolled a 14 on a 16. That's fantastic. No, then do you want to start? Do you want Astonishing Fortune that, or do you care? There is an awful lot of gnolls here, and if things do get punchy, stabby, that Astonishing Fortune might be helpful. But
For when we all just jump off the cliff to escape.
I think 0 of your casters with Featherfall are here today, so that will be challenging. Catch me, Aarakocra!
If we keep the 4 Astonishing Fortune for like terminal jumps off the cliffside, and then just say, "Can I use my Astonishing Fortune to not die at the bottom?" Okay, great.
I think that it may lead to a new house rule that we'll impose right now, which is Astonishing Fortune does not apply against self-inflicted wounds. So, yeah.
Oh,
Come on, Kev.
I know, it's so unfair, Kev. Jeez. I'm not kidding.
But
I got
if we
shit
get
from...
pushed off of the cliffside by a gnoll,
If you get pushed off a cliffside by a gnoll, yes, you could spend that to not die, but likely what my thing is going to be is you hanging off the side of the cliff. As opposed to, you.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Well, and if you fall to the ground and are at -9 and stable, odds are better that you get eaten by a random owlbear passing by than you actually make it out alive. So.
Yeah, true. Yeah, if you get down there, even alive is not going to do you terribly. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we have 4 Astonishing Fortune. Hobbs, you're welcome to spend 1 or not, as I see it.
I got the impression that maybe we shouldn't, to be honest.
Okay.
But I mean, if we get caught now,
I got the impression that he was giving us a hint that if we don't use it now and we get spotted on the way in, it's going to get really ugly really fast.
oh right. Well, I thought he was going.
Oh, I don't think I was saying
it's gonna
anything
get ugly later.
I may have just being a shit stirring the pot. There's that option too.
That's where my head went.
Yeah, so unlike me. So what do you think, Hobbs? You going to spend that Astonishing Fortune, or are we going to not benefit from...
Not from my hunting, I don't think.
Okay. There still is... It's not like you were unable to give them any kind of stuff. It's just that it's not going to substantially... You guys are sort of, semi-camouflaged. We've got Bergour looking more like a Christmas tree than a ghillie suit. Perfect. What's the plan now, guys? When are we getting into making rolls to see if you're spotted? Do you want to talk about contingencies, or do you want to talk about what the plan is? If for no other reason, so everyone's either fleeing at the same time or digging into fight at the same time?
Yes.
Everybody's nodding, but where do you start on that?
So feels like, right, with just the 4 of us, our sort of plan is to do as much damage as possible and probably not turn this into a extended fight.
Yeah, this is
if
definitely
we
a
can
hit
help
and
it.
run.
Yeah.
So,
in which case, we need to decide on what what's our moment for,
Yeah.
when is the hit successful so that we can run.
Can I... Oh, you just had an elf appear. Can I point out one other thing? That the movement rates of 2 of your companions right now are substantially less than what... what's going on here? There we go.
Yeah, I was just going to say, how do the dwarves run away from gnolls? Like,
yeah.
We physically can't.
So I think that is we run into the forest and we hope that we lose them in it because it's pretty dense forest, which we still have to cover all the ground to get to the forest, but that's sort of our best.
Do we have something that can slow them down, trip them up, do something to, like, if as we're fleeing, to buy the dwarves a little extra time? Do we have...
Oh, speaking of which, now, Will, can you hear us?
Yes, sir, I can. Can you hear me?
We can, yeah. We can share. Will, you're looking a little different today.
Oh, yeah? Maybe it's because I had actual vacation.
No, I meant jail looks a little different.
Oh, yes. And check out my blue duds.
Yeah. You are flying the colors of Coralon quite proudly.
I love it.
Awesome.
So good.
Good. Clearly was fishing for compliments, so I appreciate you tossing it my way.
All right, so I can say with the holy symbol, that's kind of what I was thinking, and you perfectly captured it. So
awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome. And we'll even allow the jokes about you having dead eyes now because of the fall. All right, so you guys want to bring Chael very... so the nutshell, I guess, thing is, as you can see, the guys are assaulting the Gnoll camp. Because this is early in the morning. Yesterday, your Aarakocra scouts spotted that they had finished assembling the siege towers.
I thought we were attacking in the night.
Well, if you did attack in the night, you wouldn't have had a chance to prep spells. You guys had one extra set of healing that you... Yeah.
Well, I can't use the shooting stars ring if it's not night.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we said we were going to go at night, and...
No, you guys said pre-dawn.
Oh.
Yeah. You guys
said it's dark?
When it's still dark, absolutely, yeah, when you still use your ring.
Okay, still dark? All right.
Yeah, that way you got your sleep, you got to prep your spells, you could finish prepping the... Because it's only been 2 days, and that's what was needed for everyone to learn those spells.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
To be honest, like, if we look at the amount of time spent, I think each of your fights rarely last more than a minute and a half. So, I think you're good if you leave yourself an hour of darkness.
I'm trying to find where I am. Let me see here.
Okay. Well, you can hear their hyenas in the background, guys.
Bottom left.
It is the bottom left? Okay.
Yep, that's you.
Okay.
So, guys, what are we...
There we are. Thank you.
We're talking about the approach and then the contingencies if things go sideways. Cho, you would have had a chance to prep spells that were appropriate for this as well.
Okay, good. Thanks. Switch this back over.
But yeah, the dwarves are slow. So if they chase, I don't know, do we... Or even if just, like the elves can, shoot and run kind of thing, try and keep them from engaging us in melee. Have that capability, or...
So what that would do mechanics-wise is basically slow the elves to be the same rate of the dwarves moving and not attacking, which is still slower than what the gnolls are, yeah.
Yeah, I think what we need to do is have a reason for them to be more interested to stay here than to come after us.
Set fire shit.
Yeah, so I do have the capability of using the Ring of Shooting Stars to actually fire shooting stars, which burst like a fireball. So it's possible that could, they're going to try and put it out, even though hopefully... You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they'll be preoccupied. It's possible that we could just get close and not have to fight at all. Just cast some spells and run away. But
yeah,
I don't know.
So seems like what we need to do is get Elanion close enough to cast his spells with Bergour and Druin and I guess Kalidor kind of as the wall to, in case the gnolls see us or try to engage us or anything like that. And then I think it sounds to me, Elanion, like it's on you to give the signal for I'm done. I'm tapped out. I'm ready to go. Whatever it is that you consider to be it for us for tonight or for
the
this
range of the shooting stars is 70 feet.
Okay,
and
so we got to get pretty close to do that.
And it's a straight line.
Yep.
Okay.
So if I want to fire at the far distant ones, we got to get pretty darn close.
Yep.
What if we could get to somewhere around here, where we're like 70 feet out of the first one, and then what was it, 180 to the with the pit spell?
Pit. Oh yeah.
Sorry, I just moved them up one.
Yeah, but
So
that's
if
real close to the knolls, right?
Right, but if we could get close enough, and then you can start with pit, and then hit with shooting stars, we can hit the end one and this one, and I don't know if that's enough to delay them, or even if you just got the two of them, is that enough?
I don't know. I think that let's have that be our goal, 2 of them, and depending on how things go, maybe go for the other one.
Okay.
Before you do anything, let me cast Bless on everybody.
That will definitely draw attention. What's the duration of Bless?
The duration is 6 rounds, but remember it's a full round cast.
Yeah, the only thing is if you guys are going to have to cast that and go, but it's got a verbal component, so that might give a chance for the gnolls to hear and look over, just as a fair warning.
Okay.
It doesn't guarantee that they're going to hear it. It'll just give me a chance to make a roll.
Maybe maybe cast it as soon as they notice.
I can do that, but the problem is if you engage before I'm finished casting, you don't get any of the benefits.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if they pick up on us before we get into position, then we could potentially not get anything accomplished.
So
it's just an option. I don't have to do it.
Well,
I could use spider climb to escape, maybe, or to get myself into position. But it would put me in a precarious,
is that what you're saying?
a precarious position. Yeah, it's a thought. I don't know. Just some thoughts, ideas. I think we should just go with try to get as close as we can. I have quite a few pits that I think we can get at least 2 of them affected. Should we go for that? Let's have that be our goal. And the number one thing we have to do is not die. So
On that note, Calidor kind of calls everyone together, and he says, "Friends, I feel this may be a suicide mission, but I'm a happy elf to go down with brothers I've met like you. Let's try to save them."
All right. That's awesome.
Well, that even for an
I'm
elf.
like,
And then he yells,
I was-
"Leroy Jenkins!" and he runs in.
dang, I was hoping you were gonna say I think we should just get rid of this whole plan and go somewhere else.
Yeah, let's fuck it all. Let's just go get drunk. Yeah.
You know what? I don't like this
just
guy
saying
anyway.
right now.
Lord Cartman's an asshole. Let's move to somewhere. I hear Waterdeep's nice this time of year. I guess it's
Let's start
Greyhawk
a
to be
whole new
Greyhawk.
campaign. Is that
Yeah.
all right?
Yeah,
That would
exactly.
That would also require portaling to another world, but
If we're dead, we're dead.
No joke. I've only had one letter ever published in Dragon, and it was in response to an article that I can't remember who it was. It was some D&D luminary who wrote the thing, and his advice to people was that to not make problems too hard, and that he's like, well, if the problem's too hard, just turn around and say, well, this has been one for the ages, it's confused everyone, so let's go somewhere else. And basically it was like what would now be a shit post on like an internet forum. So I have the pride of shit posting for some what do you call it? I wish I could remember who it was. Anyway, all right, let's get something a little more tense going here.
I'm pretty tense already.
There we go.
let's spend about another hour planning, and then
And we'll leave it with a cliffhanger of we're fixing to do something.
Oh, we're rolling some initiative on episode 50. I tell you that much. Actually,
I'd say,
yeah. Okay, so then, guys, please position your tokens as you move your way in, where you would see yourself.
we could come in from the other side if that looks better, but I don't think it does. Because that's like more of those tents look more engaged above us there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where this is just dudes hanging around this other thing. Do you think it would be better if we got in close to these massive posts? Do those jut up into the air like at a 45-degree angle or something, or do they stay about man height?
Say again?
The
So
barricades, the palisade?
Turn this fucking song down. I can't hear you. I'm so
That is
tense.
That is
Sorry,
tense.
Hobbs. What did you say?
Like the palisade, does it like jut up like at a 45-degree angle? Can
Yep.
we somehow use it maybe to like hide us a little bit, or like because you
Once
think if
you
we
get
got up
there-
near the dirt?
Yep, absolutely.
Right.
Once you get there, it'll be a little more difficult for them to see. It's just a matter of the open, the 50 feet of open ground. That's the real problem there. Is there any other, now that I'm not sure what Chael's got prepped, do you have any spells that would be of value here to try and assist you guys in getting there without being detected?
Oh, getting there without being detected? No. Doing something when we get there? Yes. Well, no, wait a minute. Well, crap. Hold on a second. Let me look. Damn it, think, Kevin.
Sorry. Okay.
It would, let's see. Okay. Bergour doesn't cast spells at all, right?
He does not cast spells.
I could theoretically cast silence on you, and it's got a 15-foot radius. So as long as we stayed relatively close to you, and then when the casters, which I think is that just me and Hobbs?
And
And Druin
and
casts
Druin, yeah.
sometimes too.
Druin, that's right. Okay.
you could also,
so then
you could also just cast it on an object.
could step away, then we can do verbal.
Can you do it on an object, Chael?
I'm sorry?
Can you do it on an object? Like, can you cast it on a
I can
stone
cast it on...
Bergour carries it and then just tosses it forward when we don't need it anymore?
That's a good question.
And also, if we see a spellcaster, he could chuck it at the spellcaster and screw them up.
Yeah, all I put on here was it can be centered on a creature and the effect radiates from the creature and moves as it is moves. But I don't see why you couldn't do it on an object.
What is it you're trying to cast? Did I hear a rules question? What the?
Yes, I don't have my book open. I'm a terrible player.
Not at all. What are you looking for?
Silence, which should be a 2nd level priest spell.
Yeah. I think we determined actually the weekend you can target a spot because we cast it on a door on Sunday.
Okay.
Can be cast in the air or upon an object. But the
So,
effect
yeah,
is
so, I mean, we could
stationary
just
unless
cast it.
cast on a mobile object or creature. So you can cast silence on Bergour's shield.
Well, or I was thinking Bergour could carry like a rock with silence on it and just once we get close, throw it into the pack of gnolls, and hopefully that makes them less able to react to us in the first opening round.
Yeah, that's not
Yep.
a bad idea either.
Yeah.
That's brilliant, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't even hear it land. It would just be suddenly, them trying to figure out what's going on.
This is basically, I think, in my mind, it's just basically a sphere. I think it says it's a 15-foot radius sphere, so yeah.
We could put
The
it
whole
on an
time-
arrow. Oh, sorry.
Nothing. The whole time you guys are planning, you see a little tear run down Calidor's cheek. He wipes it away and takes a sip from his flask.
Is he so
Somebody
proud?
hit her and make him cry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use dancing lights to try and make it be a distraction. So we could put a dancing lights, which can look like a vaguely humanoid shape from the elemental plane of fire. So maybe that would make them nervous if I did that up by the construction tent and could draw some of those gnolls that direction while we came here.
What's the range on dancing lights?
160 feet, I believe.
Okay. So go ahead and give it a measure. Measure.
I'm such a good player that I'm actually using this book and looking at it.
Hey, speaking of which, Hobbs, I'm waiting for a shipment to come in from Paizo. It should be in tomorrow or Friday. When I have to go and pick it up, your copy is heading out too.
Nice. I appreciate that, sir.
Well, don't thank me. Thank our generous patron donors and.
I meant thank you, guys, out there in Patronville.
Everyone who watched. Do we say everyone except the downvoter?
No, even him.
Even him. We thank him
want to
too.
be a better player.
A view counts as a view, man. So.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on.
Even hate views. So.
Even if you're just coming on to click down, we like it. It helps.
Okay.
Make sure you watch those advertisements first.
I think they have very little choice in that matter. Although I had to remind myself to take the ads off of the charity announcement one because that seemed tacky.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
All right, so it is the 23rd of Patchwall, and I know what you guys are saying. Kev, what kind of moon are we experiencing? Well, guys, don't worry.
Like a holiday.
He's
Should
got
we
a
like
book for
not
that.
wait for
I pulled out my my Greyhawk Player's Guide,
Nice.
and I can tell you that it is currently a waxing. Hold on, what did I say? 23rd. Ooh, it's a waxing moon, but it's closer to a full moon or closer to a waxing moon than it is to a full moon. So there's a fair amount of light still out, but not as much as there would be if it was a full moon.
I don't think gnolls can see that well anyway, can they?
They do not. Serene told you before that gnolls do not have dark vision.
Ah, Serene.
Speaking
thank
of
you.
Serene, you might move her token down next to us because I cannot move it.
Can you guys not control that token?
I think you only gave control to John when he was playing a Serene.
No.
GM's pet.
Well, that might have been because he was being eaten. I think he had to
I'm
spend
just kidding.
3 astonishing fortune to have his character not die that session.
Good
I
night.
felt bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Controlled by...
That first hit that took him down, he was already at like only 2 hit points or something, and he
Yeah.
took like 11, and it took him down to like -9 right away.
All right, I'm excited about this. I think it's going to work.
Okay, you guys all have control over Serene now.
All right, Serene is...
Anna!
See, Anna's excited too.
Anna's very excited. Yeah.
Screen, no charging the gate.
Serene is not charging the gate.
Does
She's
this kind of
forming
sound
up
like
with
a
us.
smoother Legend of Zelda music?
This stuff, I do not know. I didn't really play. I'm not really a Zelda player. Or was not. Oops. Okay.
Hey, Hob,
Yeah.
if you still have a pit on the way out, you could always drop one at the Palisades and hope that they fall on some knolls while we're running away. Or
Alright.
create like a big pile of logs.
Elanion nods sagely at Druin's advice.
Okay. Now, guys, have we set ourselves up in the spot that we want to start in?
No. I think we want to maybe be under the palisade to use that as a blockade, because the people inside won't be able to see, because those are obviously large mounds, and then the shadows created by the wood would help us from the other people.
You gotta get
right.
to second level-ish.
I can feel John saying as well, too, that, remember, Dorman was concerned about the hyenas smelling him when he was invisible.
But the wind is blowing.
The bottom
From
to top.
south up, so if you're...
Dang
Yeah.
it. I was thinking it was the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
What are you guys thinking?
I still think it's better than being down here.
Yeah.
Wait, you're saying to be at here? Like under these?
No,
Under the
this
giant-
way.
Right, in
Like-
that corner and then go that way. That's kind of what I was thinking.
So
Yeah,
how's
but
the
that
corner?
doesn't help with the hyenas for sure.
What if we're more closer to the cliff face then?
Then we're just straight out in the open.
Right. Yeah, true. Yeah, I think closer to here it's better.
We're just gonna have to deal with the smells of the hyenas and hope that the dancing light spell will draw them the other way.
Okay. When are
Or we
you
could-
casting
could
dancing
talk.
lights?
Bergour could always toss that stone of silence at the hyenas when they're sitting around barking. Right? Yeah.
So you're thinking the lights are going to go over here? It's just,
Trying to, yeah, get it. It could just be like start here and run up that direction, or run in this area up here. So
you said their max range is what, 120 or 160?
it's 40 yards plus 10 per level, so 160.
Okay, cool. Okay.
40 yards plus 10 per level?
No, that's
But-
if it's
That's
40 yards
80
with 10 per level, yeah, is 80 yards, which is 320 feet. It's 3 yards per foot. Or 3 feet per yard, all the way around.
And I'm only 4th level,
Yeah,
so
3 feet,
120
yeah.
plus 40 is 160.
Is it saying 40 yards plus 10 feet per level, or is it 40 yards plus 10 per level? It seems weird that they would switch units of measurement halfway through the...
Oh, you're right. It is 10 yards. I was thinking it was 10 feet. Yeah, that's even better.
That's
Awesome.
320 then, yeah.
Yeah, and it
So
can
that's-
move around, and I don't have to concentrate it on it.
And which one is that?
Dancing lights.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I know I've got, silence. Of course, silence has a range of 120 yards. But hold person, I can cast that. That's 120 yard range.
Yeah, we'll want
That's
that to
only
keep
on-
our asses
Hold
safe.
person's only on demi-human size. These guys are large.
No, it specifically says gnolls.
Really? Because I was looking at it the other day.
Brownies, dryads, dwarves, elves, gnolls, gnomes, goblins, half-elves, yada, yada, yada.
But only the short nose.
which spell are we talking
Hold
about?
person.
Hold
It does,
person.
Old
it does
person.
say gnolls. It says humanoid creatures. And it does say gnolls. So it's right in the description. How did I miss that? Could have taken that page.
I don't know.
Mm.
It's kind of like
I
pit
tried to
being
copy
circular.
the relevant text onto my character sheet so I wouldn't have to constantly flip back to the book.
Okay. And for those listening at home who are asking how we keep combat moving so quickly, because of players like Will.
Oh, I think that's a compliment.
It is a compliment, absolutely.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
Okay.
That's one of the pet peeves of players who, like, when we use Roll20, and they don't bother to put the information in. Well, I just need to look it up. Why the fuck do you put it in? That's what you got that for.
I actually usually try to have both. I usually try to have the book and something written down.
Okay, so where are you
All right,
guys going to
so
be?
we're forming up around Elanion and Chael instead of down here. Is
Okay,
that what
so-
I'm hearing?
Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll start over this way somewhere and then angle right towards this.
Okay.
Does Calidor want to be in front of Druin?
So
And then-
that's the direction we're coming from, the woods that way.
Sure.
That way, these people looking at us will have the woods as a backdrop, so it might even be more difficult, at a plane level to see us.
Calidor, if you want up front, you and Bergour have the shields. You can be the
Sure.
wall.
Mm,
Get the healer.
I have
the healer right
a little bit of
behind
bad news. Because this is going to be near dawn, the moon will be near your back.
So that's still not enough to silhouette us from things on the ground, right?
It does not. It's a clear sky and it's a waxing moon that is at your back. So it's not gonna. Yeah. You
you.
probably would be
We'll pick that up
silhouetted.
together and-
It doesn't mean they're automatically going to see you or anything like that. It just means that.
Oh, the woods are too far away that they're not going to backdrop us?
Exactly. Like they're not going to. I mean, I think to a degree
Oh.
they were for the first little bit, but there's going to be that there. It's that bit between when you're, 30 feet away from the side and not quite to the cover of the palisades around. That's when you're going to be the most exposed. That's when I'm making my the spot check or spot checks.
If I could make a suggestion, I would suggest coming closer in here towards that wall and then basically moving southwards and then making the corner. Now,
Okay.
that's just
Yeah, that'll
my
definitely cut
suggestion.
down on the amount of spot checks that they're able to make. At least
That's what-
for the open, for when you're being exposed to the most things. At what point are you casting Dancing Lights? Because it sounds like you could actually cast Dancing Lights from still in the woods if you wanted. If it's got a 300-foot range, figure you got another 50 feet you're going to count off to the side. So from the edge of this map, you can go 250 feet in and still be able to cast that spell. So that's like more than, geez, yeah.
Oh yeah, everything on here is yards or is feet,
Feet. Yep.
160 yards.
and I'm casting
yeah.
yards. Holy crap!
Yep.
It's only going to last for 8 rounds. Oh, actually, since it's a ring. What is the duration of the spell for a ring?
I can tell you.
Usually
Rings.
6th level of casting, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right. I can't remember.
So it's
If it's
actually
a
got a
standard-
longer range, even.
I know like rods and staves usually have like a standard casting level for it. Let me check with rings. I don't know if each has its own thing. Magical abilities for rings function as 12th level magic,
Oh
unless
shit! So the range is a lot farther then. Because that would be
120 yards. No, 12.
160.
160 yards.
yeah.
Ooh, look, everybody's trying to do math.
Yeah. This is truly captures the old school
120
experience.
yards, not 120 feet. So you're talking we're 400 feet away for the dancing lights.
Okay, so that's huge. Anywhere in
And it
camp.
lasts for 24 rounds.
Wow.
Kev, would I have been able to change my spells before we go?
Of course, yeah, absolutely. You would have prepped whatever you think is appropriate for this specific assault. I'm assuming your characters.
Chill was talking about whole person, and I'm like, no, that won't work on Knowles. And he's like, yes, it does. I know. My God has granted me that power. And I'm like, what?
Oh, person of
memorized-
core, lad.
No.
All the tales are about us holding Knowles. What are you talking about?
Dear Clangadin, what the hell? Signed Druin.
I want you to hold it between your knees.
Oh my. It's a little bit of food that's dripped inside his prayer book that covers the spot on Knowles. Wait a minute. Oh, jeez. I didn't see that before.
I just thought it said gnomes and, yeah.
All right, so then,
elves and gnomes.
yeah, so you can absolutely prepare whatever you think here. Oh, hey, cool, Dirk. Then, so I have made my rolls for the approach. Are we ready to drop into the narration? Druin is way the fuck out there on his own. Oh my god.
Yeah, Druin's
Oh,
like
He's
boy.
gonna die.
he's not he's a solo operator.
Mm.
Dave, move Druin up, you jag. Thank you.
He's missed you. Okay. So, you guys.
Aaron walks up behind Elanion and flicks his elven ear.
So, you guys make it to the edge, and Elanion, when is your dancing lights thing going to go off? Are you casting it, then you're running in, or are you planning on approaching, then casting it?
We might as well. How long will it take us to get there? How many rounds?
Dwarves move 40 feet when they're running. If you're walking, it's 20 feet, isn't it? Dwarves?
Walking is 20 feet, running is 40.
Okay, and you don't want to run because that'll definitely draw more attention. So it'll take you to basically. How long is it? Or what's the distance here to the edge? Okay, so it's about 40 feet. So that's about 90 feet, which means it's going to take them 6 rounds. Is that right? No, 4 rounds. 4 rounds and change, about 4 or 5 rounds to get there without moving at a reasonable rate.
So we should be backdrop for a couple rounds. So I would say about halfway, then I'll use it.
So the thing is
If we're doing the silence thing, we have to do that either before and
No, this is a ring.
after.
This is a ring.
You don't have to
Yep.
do. Yeah.
okay. So when are you casting silence then? And what is the duration? Because the duration of silence is in rounds, right?
Yeah, hold on a second. Let me get back over there.
Sure.
Silence is 2 rounds per level. I'm 3rd, so that's 3 times 2 is 6.
Nice. Okay.
So 6 rounds it will last.
So we can cast that at the trees. It'll
Yep.
get us to here and maybe another round.
Yeah. Okay.
Carry yours gets 4 or 5 rounds from the trees to here.
All right. Now, Hobbs, why don't you, just so I know precisely where you're talking about, draw a little symbol or something on where you want the dancing lights to appear, so I can respond accordingly. Because you have a huge amount of leeway as to where it goes. From even like this is so there you go. Like that's 250. 270 feet is like right around here. Oh, you said you're it's 12th level, so it's anywhere in camp basically that you want.
Yeah, it was 40 yards plus 10 yards per
level, so it's 12 levels, so it's 160 yards. That's like 480 feet.
Well, I don't think we want to draw all those big guys down here right away if we can help it.
I think what your point was too was to draw away the ones that are near you. So
yes,
you're going to want to pick a point that they can actually see.
Yeah, so I think it might just be in front of these, like near this wagon here or oxen or whatever.
Okay. Those wagons are there. The things that were driving that wagon or pulling that wagon have been eaten.
Yummy.
Mm-hmm.
steak.
It's the second best thing to eat apart from gnome. All right, so then let's assume here. Let's draw an object here.
Is John listening? Is he in the chat? Forgot.
Is John in chat?
No.
I don't.
I don't think he can see anything right now because he had his. Dorman's not here today because his player had his eyes dilated by his optometrist, so he can't see shit right now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I think his optometrist is also secretly a gnoll.
Yes. All right, so
nothing funner than driving without.
Does that look about right there, Hobbs?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
So you, and what color is the are the lights that appear?
Like fiery red.
Okay, they suddenly appear. Let me see if these guys notice it.
Let's see.
Because it's not pitch black in the camp either. Okay, two of them do notice.
Vaguely man-like shape, somewhat similar to that of a creature from the elemental plane of fire.
Love it. Oh. I have a visual aid. Because I was reading today. Something else. I'm doing Will's favorite thing, which is reach for new books.
Oh Lord.
No.
Oh God, he's pulled out another manual.
I feel like this is in our favor, though.
Yeah, it is.
This one could be.
Here we go.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
How's that? That's the Starfinder Magman.
Okay.
It's badass, eh?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, so these three fiery-looking things appear, and you can space them apart, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me put a couple of them down here.
No, it's only if it's the vaguely man shape. There's only one.
Oh, only one of them. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, if they're three, it would just be a sphere of light.
Okay, so this thing appears, and you can hear barking and shouting from two of the gnolls. And I'm going to make their move before you guys make your move. And they start racing up towards this thing. So 1, 2. What happens if they hit it? Nothing?
Doesn't say anything.
Okay. So they're running over with their gnolls, or their hyenas. This one seems to be oblivious to it. But as you guys leave the safety of and darkness of the camp, you guys are suddenly do this here. Silence.
I was like, "What's happening?"
And the trouble is, because you're enveloped in silence, you can't hear what's going on in the camp either.
Mm-hmm.
So you're racing in.
Usually silences you can hear outside things. They just can't hear you. Maybe that's OSC though. Maybe that's
yeah.
the OSC
I think I'm gonna rule is for now as it dampens any sound. Cool. So you guys go running in because otherwise the silence would prevent the gnolls would what do you call it? The gnolls that were affected by that stone that you guys were talking about, they would be able to hear you guys just fine.
Yeah, it says in the spell that no noise can issue from or enter into.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. I think that's the old school BX version or something.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking of.
Okay. So yeah, so you guys go racing up, and you spare a moment in there, just to kind of catch yourself. You go down. Whoopsies. Chael, I'm moving you
Oh.
I think as you carefully make your way to this edge here, that's when the spell comes to an end and the world comes rushing back to you. And you can hear some shouting and barking from up here. Move a couple things in here. And they're moving towards this humanoid thing. And something big comes out of here. Followed by some other... Yeah,
Shale's like, why are we attacking this again?
Yeah. You wanted to do what to who for how many cookies?
Let's see here. Let's get something different here. Epic unease. That sounds promising. Are you guys feeling unease right now?
Certainly.
Good stuff. All right. So, that big thing comes striding out, and I think you guys have seen this before. Yeah, I think so. Oh, no, he's right here. Yeah. Like that.
Oh, Bruiser. And these things are very much like those other big, not wearing any plate or anything, but it's the same kind of big, loping, long-limbed thing that seems twisted by some kind of the same demonic heritage that spawned the gnolls themselves. No good.
Now, guys, what happens next? The ones that around the towers here seem to be kind of looking up. They're kind of yipping in their strange language up at whatever's going on there, but not leaving the tower.
Okay, where am I?
Oh, and let me do this too.
I think if we can get to the edge of that palisade, I can get the middle one first.
Would you like me to try and cast Hold Person?
Just prepare it. I think we should get as close as we can.
Okay, that's
Because the
fine.
hyena is not gonna. That's not gonna stop the hyena.
Yeah, but if a hyena sneaks in, Bergour can kill it.
I just don't want it to alert everyone.
Let's
That's the
see,
thing.
what is the size? 20-foot cube. Let's see. 1, 2, 10. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to get that other one yet.
Here, guys. Okay, I got
Wanna come around the corner?
got your dynamic lighting set up for you too around those towers. Okay, so guys, what happens next?
Oh yeah, that's good.
Let's go.
Hobbs,
Let's
you-
move.
We ready to move around the corner?
Around
So
the
everyone
corner
take
and-
take
keep-
one round of movement, guys. We'll do this on a round per round basis in
That's
case
fine.
anything happens here.
Slow people move first.
So go ahead and make your full move. You can move up to 4.
We're not going to be able to get to that one.
Yes, technically, I can go to there.
Okay. Who wants to control Serene today? Just so we know who's moving her.
Oh, I gotta get the right button.
Bergour, do you want to do it?
Sure.
Hey, Sage is in chat too. Sage, thank you so much for your donation too. Sage, I think, was the first person who donated for the charity raffle too, so thanks very much for that, Sage. Good luck as well.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Can y'all hear the fireworks going off here?
Cannot. No.
Good.
I love that you guys are celebrating Canada Day. That's so nice.
Well, we love you.
Yeah, much appreciated. Okay.
Steve, the NPC, is in chat too, and he's the other donator. So
Is he? Oh, Steve, thanks. Yeah, both Steve and Sage had donated too. I didn't see you there, Steve. Sorry about that.
That's the first he said anything, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's awesome. Very good luck to you too, Steve. Okay. So, guys, you make it to there, and you can see that the one at the back here, he's sort of hunched over, in that same way that the others are. And the way that the gnolls, sort of take in the air as well, too, is not just sniffing. They sort of taste the air as well, too. So it's a bit of like, and this one sort of his ears, kind of twitch, and he moves to the side, kind of, and he's looking straight at you guys. You can see that the firelight from one of the campfires around him, he doesn't seem to necessarily make you out, but he's got those yellowed eyes looking in your direction. Your turn. What are you guys going to do? He's taking no steps to move towards you. He's looking at you, and man, it makes you feel that he may have heard something more so than seen something, or maybe even smelled something. Fish breath is with you. So,
which one, Kev?
It is the one on the bottom here.
Okay.
Yep.
The one beside the dog. What do you want to do, Hobbs?
I go chill, deal with him.
What the hell you want me to do? Cast hold person?
Can't do anything if he's held.
Okay. That'll catch... I can cast that to catch him and his buddy above him. Let me see here. Let me do my math. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, I could actually catch all 3 of those guys.
Potentially.
Yeah, theoretically.
Saving
24. But I'm thinking about where I want to center the spell for the cube.
Yep, absolutely.
So yeah. So if I cast it basically directly on him, it will do a 20-foot cube. So that would be 5, 10, and then the other 10 here.
Yep.
And that would carry all the way over to that guy.
Gosh darn it. I'm trying to draw something here for you, Kev. I'm not doing a very good job.
Oh, sure. Where are you drawing here?
Hobbs is just scribbling on the map like a madman.
Yeah, where are you drawing? I can't even see.
It's back
The
over
far
behind
corner.
us on the left.
On the left? Oh, yeah. What are you drawing here?
There's a pit for you.
Oh, much appreciated. Thank you.
There you go.
Damn.
So, you want me to go ahead and roll the 1d4, Kev?
Yep.
To determine how many
1d4. Yes, yeah, that sounds good. So if you're, hold on, let's do this, guys. Just everyone put down what the speed of your action is. Assume you roll a 0, just so I know. We'll go through the order, and if everyone's just moving, you take an action on a 0. We'll go in a round for round thing here now, just so we can make sure everyone gets their turn, and everyone's going. We got to talk as well too, whether we like the speed of action influencing stuff enough to use the optional rolls out of the 5e DMG when we play Eberron. Because I'd be inclined to do that. I think it's a pretty cool way of affecting the big heavy, weapons versus fast and light weapons. All right, so we got Calidor, Druin, and Elanion up first. You guys go ahead and make your moves. Let's see where you end up. Calidor's making his way forward, hiding behind that big dwarven shield. Elanion's sneaking behind him as well, too. Trying to hug the shadows. Then it is Bergour. What are you doing on your turn, Bergour?
I thought the shield wall was going to be next to me because I didn't know the guys were moving. So I'm moving up to where the shield wall was and getting my sword ready in case anything comes.
I like it when we get all strung out.
Yeah. Shield wall! And everyone walks forward. Damn it!
Damn it, store.
Our store, yeah, exactly.
Calidor's like, I am the shield wall. What do you want, Bergour?
Nice. Calidor, what are you doing? Oh, you already moved your character? Oh, you're on a 0. You put yourself in twice. Then it is Chael.
So I'm casting Hold Person. I'm centering it basically there, which should cover those 3 knolls. So I'm going to roll.
Okay, so it's 1d4. It affects.
I can remember how to type this. It's been so long.
Okay.
3.
3, very nice. All right, so do they get saving throws?
Yeah, they get a saving throw versus spell, a normal one.
Right, because this affects all
Adjusted for
3.
wisdom.
Yep.
So
Nice, sweetie. Nice, sweetie.
that's what the rules say.
Oh, guys, we got another canine added to the encounter. Hi. What's up? Hey, what's up? A co-DM. Her tail's going. You want to roll for me? No? Okay. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, I'd love to get one of those big dice that George has for his son, or that what's his name? Colin has for himself. But I don't think it would last more than a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got 2 Knoll saves here first. Let's see here. Both fail. And then we got the Hound. Also fails.
I don't think it can affect the hyena.
Oh, right.
No,
Because
it's not. Here, Kev. Here's the 3 guys that basically it would target.
Oh, the one
this
back here?
one there.
Yeah.
And that guy down there behind it. Yeah, yeah, those 3. You got
absolutely.
It,
so let me put. What we got here? You look at this. Boom.
The gauntlet because they're held.
Yeah, actually, that would probably be easier. I just scrolled down. There's one that's got like a magical thing on their back. So
oh, I see it.
Yeah.
I think.
I thought that needs chiropractor.
Nobody needs a chiropractor because they're a fraud. But no offense meant to any chiropractors in the audience.
We just lost all the NPC is
one
a
guy.
chiropractor.
Dr. Fraud's like, what the fuck? Oh man. Okay, so then let's see here. So they are held in place. They don't do anything. The hyena does not seem to have noticed you guys yet. Has not made any change. Although you did have to. There's a verbal component to hold person, right?
Hold person is verbal, somatic, and material.
Okay. The hyena did not hear.
Ooh.
Probably looking up at the action going on up north. Eh?
Yeah. I'm going to move him a little further north as well, too, just because he's slowly stalking forward. Trying to find out what the hubbub is up here. And this guy's slowly making his way over, too. Trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Other gnolls are getting up right now and making their way out of their tents. Some of the guys on patrol are coming down. What the hell's going on here, they say. That's my translation from Knoll. Okay. Great, guys. Excellent. Next is, let's see here. Do you guys want to move Serene up at all?
Yeah, I'll move her.
Okay. All right. Then, next round. Everyone decide what you're doing. Assume you rolled a 0 for your thing, and enter what time you'll be acting.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Excuse me. Okay, 0, 0, 0. What is the duration of hold person? It's pretty long, isn't it?
It's 2 rounds per level. I'm 3rd level, so it should be 6 rounds.
6 rounds.
I will
okay.
try to kind of put a tracker in there for you.
Okay, 6. You know what I'll do is actually I can put down so 6 rounds will be on round 7 is when it ends.
Okay, that's fine.
This will be round 1.
I'm pretty sure I did it, but I don't see it. Ring is 3 or 5.
Ring. I think is 3.
Nope, 5. I did put it in here. 5.
Is it 5? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to go on a 0, I guess.
All right. So, guys, on a 0. Okay, great. So then everyone who's on a 0, go ahead. Anyone who's just moving, go right ahead.
Yeah, I'm moving. Where am I? Oh, there I am.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah, you guys can move your full rate without
30,
worrying.
35.
I think at this point that Hyena's I'm gonna roll for surprise for it rather than for. Okay. that hyena's going to notice you at the end of the round.
It's crazy. All the spellcasters are up in front.
Bold choice. I guess the tanks are so damn slow. All right, so you guys move on, and then Elanion, you were on a 5. What are you doing?
Druin resembles and resents that remark.
Moves up to here and is firing some shooting star.
Awesome.
Into this.
Okay, so your shooting stars, it fires 3, right?
3 over a period of time. They can be released all at once or one at a time.
Okay, do you just want to do 1?
Oh.
Or are you doing all 3?
Or as needed throughout the night. Right now, I'm just going to fire 1.
Just firing 1.
Because it shoots from me. It looks like a glowing missile with a fiery trail. So it's going to start from me, fly over there, and it immediately will do 12 points
24
of damage.
points of damage. They can't. I'm not going to let them save because they're held in place. But let me check the hit points on this hyena. Where are we here? See if you actually kill it. I might roll poorly enough that even if he gets a save, it would die. Oh yeah, even with a successful save. So it blows 20 feet out. Is it 20 or 10 feet out?
It's 10 feet.
10 feet out from there. 10. Ugh. So it doesn't catch that hyena.
Well, I can hit
actually.
this guy. I can just hit this guy.
Oh yeah. No, it's gonna. I'm gonna have it incinerate these 2 here. And let's see here.
It's going to do 24 points of damage to the thing.
Yeah, it's just instead of doing damage, we make a structural save. Let's see here.
And there's a book for that.
There is a book for. Well, it's DMG. Second edition DMG has got just so much great stuff in it. To be honest, I like all of them.
I learned how much second edition distilled not just the first edition Player's Handbook and DMG, but like Oriental Adventures got distilled into it, and there was like
Survival?
the deities and demigods got distilled into it. I just recently learned all that.
Oh yeah, it's got a ton of stuff. Like even not the full survival rules, but like the getting lost rules and the distance, like view distance and stuff like that. That's all that's been consolidated into the core rulebooks. So tons of great stuff in it. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So I'll count this as equivalent to a giant fist. Let's see here. I made my save, but I think that means that no significant damage. So it hits this thing.
That's why there's.
You know what I'm gonna do? That doesn't make. Oh, geez, that doesn't make narrative sense to me. I think I'm picking the wrong thing here. I'll let you do damage.
At least start on fire, maybe. I don't know.
Does it start fires? I don't think it does. I think it creates an explosion. It's like Fireball. It creates an explosion and goes out right away.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but the thing is, the concussive force of that thing is probably closer to like a screw or a drill or a large catapult as opposed to a giant fist. Giant fist has a save of 9 for thick wood. Large catapult has 13. You know, ram has a 17. Pretty close to that.
I see.
Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out. And then what it is for every point below, it loses structure. It loses a portion of its structure. So what happens, because he did 24 points of damage, and I rolled quite badly on the save, it collapses the side in on this thing, and it begins to sort of teeter, and the whole structure is losing its like integrity. Yeah, and falling over towards the side here. That, however, has drawn a lot of attention. And we got a bunch of gnolls who are going to be acting on our next round here. So, guys, it is going to be round uno. Oh. And let's see here. Will's making his triumphant return here, so let's have Will make start off with initiative rolls. So first off, guys, everyone figure out what you're doing this round. And then, would you kindly beat my 8? Ocho.
What is our decision? Is this thing destroyed and I can move on, or no, it's not going to be destroyed? What do we think? Split second decision.
It's collapsing down. So
sounds like it's kind of gonna fall over.
It is destroyed.
Move forward and take the second one.
so
Yep. Let's go for the next.
it is damaged. It is not destroyed. Destroyed means there's no useful bits back. Damaged is it could be repaired.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, ready for initiative?
Yep, we are ready.
Here we go.
Go.
We beat it.
8, tied at 8. Oof. Okay, my first actions are on an 8, guys.
Okay, so he's moving basically.
Move south. If you're moving, move southerly. I need to get a visual.
All right, so then I'll just go ahead and do that. I'll just move.
And you can do a half combat move and cast a spell, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know why I have to ask. I just want to make sure I don't screw this up.
Yep. Is you can't cast after, you can't move after casting is all.
Because I really can't see anything else. So
Okay.
I'll just do my move. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I guess that's it for being stealthy.
Arlen? Yep, you got your two. Yeah. So,
I wanted to make sure it was done because that hyena's still there. So
Yep.
Elanion frickin' set the shooting stars at the first tower.
All right. So first up is going to be Chael and a bunch of gnolls. So Chael, what are you doing? Let's see what you're doing first.
I'm just straight moving basically.
Okay. Let's go ahead and move your
1,
character. I'm going to move some of my guys.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that should be my full move right there.
Okay. Let me move these guys.
kind of putting yourself out there, buddy.
Hey man, I got spells, yo.
Okay.
Okay.
Remember, we got to be able
You can
to
move
flee.
South. I'm further south than I was. Kiss my ass, Hobbs.
We got to be able to flee too. So I like it. I'm proud of you, man.
I love this game.
You and me both. All right, now how the hell? I'm just gonna delete this for now. Come on, go away. Go away. There you go. Moved him, moved them. They're getting up. They're moving. Okay. What's going on out here? They say. And a bunch of gnolls are waking up in their tents. What the hell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Okay. Let's move these suckers over here too. Okay. And let me just quickly move this, guys, as a group here.
Oh, that's wonderful.
There we go.
What?
Okay. Then it is Bergour and Elanion. What are you guys doing on 10?
Okay. Oh, I gotta move over here so I can see what I'm doing here. All right, I'm putting my pit over here.
Okay. Where is your pit going? You can cut and paste that the one that you drew, if it's easier.
I don't have I don't have control of it. You have to give me control of it.
Oh, actually, I can't.
Which is weird.
Yeah, you can't do that with the those objects. Where ping where you want it centered.
Hey, you should be able to.
What are you gonna do?
Okay.
So
I want to put it. I'm going to try and get the second one.
the second one, okay. Yeah, and that's within range, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to try and make it fall. So
Okay, so let's do
Kinda
this
like
here.
there.
Paste. Is that about the space you want to have it, or is it a little further down?
that's good. Let's just do that. Let's see what
Okay.
happens.
So what I can do is I can just do this instead and try and paste a little. That.
No, I want to move it up because I want to try to affect the actual thing to see if it'll fall into the pit.
Yeah.
The tower where you had it the first time was perfect.
Okay. There you go. How's that?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so Now, that was Elanion's action. Bergour, what did you do?
I moved, and I'm just ready. If a hyena comes at me, I'm going to smack it.
Okay, sounds good. You've learned that they tend to favor your ankles.
Yep.
Then it is Druin and Calidor. What are you guys doing?
Druin moves and casts Silverbeard.
Nice. Okay. Then what about Calidor? Moving up to protect. Oh, you might be muted, Jeff.
Oh, I am still muted. Whoops. Yeah, I'm moving to here and readying an attack if anyone enters my space.
Sounds good. Okay, so I think that is the end of round 1, guys. Let me make a save for this thing. All right, let's see. So the pit does appear. I have to make a save for a bunch of gnolls that are in there as well. There's one. I think there's really only one that's fully in there. I'll make all 3 of them make saves. Because why not? I'm going to give them a bonus. Those ones. So the one that does not have a bonus, he falls in the pit. And the other 2, they make their saves. What is the damage for falling in the pit? They were moving.
3d6 if they were going. Slow moving is 2d6. Running or charging is 3d6.
Give me
So you decide what that is.
2d6 plus 3. Split the difference between the 2. Okay, got hit points for him. You may kill him outright. DR will not apply against this as well. Thank God. Okay, so he sort of this thing falls out from under him. He falls and breaks his stupid gnoll neck from hitting the ground. Hey! All right. Then that is the end of round 1, guys. We're on to round 2.
Does it affect the tower?
Doesn't. It seems to still be there. It's hanging on. Okay. So then it is Will. You did not lose initiative, so would you kindly beat my 6?
Come on, baby.
Here we go.
Keep
Big
putting
money.
Extra space in there.
This hyena didn't move or do anything.
One too many margaritas.
I rolled surprise for him.
Oh, okay.
8.
was 2.
Hey. So I got stuff that's moving on a 6. Let me start moving those guys. Okay.
8.
1,
So I'm gonna cast.
Serene just has a regular bow, right? A regular longbow.
composite or composite.
Composite. Yeah, but I was just wondering for weapon speed.
Oh,
But
weapon speed. Yeah,
Composite is 7 instead of. Let me look it up.
yeah.
8.
I think it is
6. 6 is composite. 6 is 1. It's composite's 1 less. Almost positive.
I think that's
All
right. I think that is right.
Composite longbow is a 7.
So
It's
we're
a
totally
plus
wrong.
1, and the plus 1 got me.
With the +1, it would be a 6. You're right, Hobbs.
So if it wasn't
you,
what you
buddy.
said, it would totally be right.
Well, Hobbs was looking at his character sheet, I'm sure.
Totally.
And he
Yeah,
has a
yeah,
+1
absolutely.
composite
I'm just being a
longbow.
smartass.
And I accept.
I was the one who was dead wrong with it. I wasn't even looking at anything and thought it was right. Okay. All right.
Someone protect me. Oh, the cool thing is none of these dudes have ropes on to jump over the thing to shoot arrows.
They had them at their feet.
Oh, okay.
They were making
Back
use
there,
of them.
though. None of them have them with them.
Here, let's move these guys a little forward. Boom. Okay. And they're
Now what, guys? Are we ready to
barking
run?
and crying out commands. All right. Then it is my first attack will be on a 9. So Druin Axebrother, you're at a 9. What are you doing?
Druin moves to here and shouts at this one here
Yep.
and goes, "Jump!"
Ah,
Okay.
It's gonna jump at you.
I mean, he may just hop in place. So
Sure.
Whatever.
But I point towards the open area off the cliff, and I say, jump. See if he gets
All right. Let me see.
I have
I wa-
seen
I
that
wanna-
being that like pointing. I think can make him effective. I don't remember.
Yeah, let me see. I'm gonna read what the rule says, and we'll see. Because if that does work, that's fucking awesome. It also means I can use it on you guys. Oh, that first fireball, fantastic.
Yes,
this-
it's right there. The edge of they're like right at the edge of the cliff. I'm
Command-
assuming.
Okay,
works-
so we want to withdraw to the west, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Back to the-
Okay, thanks.
I'm not telling it to die or whatever. I'm just telling it to go somewhere.
No,
That's cool.
but
Yeah, it
what
doesn't-
you're
it doesn't
technically
do-
saying is jump there. You're not saying jump, because I'm looking at the examples they give. Back, halt, flee, run, stop, fall, go, leave, surrender, sleep, rest. All of those things are completely understood by the one word. Jump and pointing in a direction is communicating. There's two components to that. So I
There's a
think that,
direction on that.
yeah, you would know
Sure.
that, though. So is there something else that you would say? Isn't it great playing with a lawyer?
No, I swear.
What would you say? Sleep?
How about fall?
Fall? Yeah. That's just boom down. Okay, so boom, he falls on the ground. Purple is prone. Here we go. Boom. All right, so he's prone on the ground. Then it is we got a couple hyenas on our very brave. Oh, that one just moved up. So what am I doing? Kev, quit cheating. That one needs to go up. Okay. So let's see here. What's your Chael? Your current AC is a 3. Is that right?
That is correct, sir.
Nice. Okay. So we got. There's that go. Okay. See here. I have 1 hit, 1 miss, and they're just trying to bite you right now. They're not trying to do. Oh, did we? Chael, you may notice you got a second bar on your thing right now. That's because we've started making liberal use of the dungeon grappling product.
Oh yeah, I remember the grappling stuff. I think I've got my stuff written down properly.
Oh, well, perfect. I fully expected. Just the Dorman. The reason Dorman almost died is because he got pulled to the ground by 2 hyenas, and then basically uses a chew toy until he almost
Dear
died.
Lord.
It's pretty brutal. All right, so the damage from this one is going to be 5 points of damage. DR will apply.
Okay, so that's
Okay,
4.
Then let's see here. The gnolls that ran up last time will be able to go on an 11. So let's see here. 9. We got Elanion and Bergour on a 10. What are you guys doing?
I'm putting another pit
Love it.
right there.
Can you see that spot?
Yeah.
Let's see
Let
here.
me show you.
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking at Caldor. You guys look alike.
All you elves look like.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me. Boom.
I see
That about
that.
right there, Hobbs?
Yep.
Boom. Okay, I'm going to give it a massive penalty on its save on this. So -4 to its save. Let's see. I rolled a 19 on its save.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
So how is it? It just fell straight down, or
I guess, like part of it was there, and then like part of the pit probably gave way as well under the weight of this thing, and it sort of like slipped down a bit, but it hasn't fallen over yet. Yep, I think I would take something up with the builders of this. You know what might be happening is you may have forced it to throw its counterweight out. That makes more sense. So the counterweight is sort of holding this thing in place, even though there's no one on there. Then it is Bergour. What were you doing on a 10?
I was just moving over to Elanion and ready to smack a gnoll or hyena if they get next to either of us.
Sounds good.
thank you, sir.
Then it is a couple gnolls here. Oh, jeez, yeah. Sorry, Chael. They are opportunity attackers here. So, Let's see, we got 2 of them attacking you. I got a nat 1 and a 7, so they're not going to hit. Then it is Caldor and a 12. What are you doing?
Well, it looks like I am stepping forward to help my poor friend.
Yep.
And attack this hyena.
Okay.
I'm going to yell to Bergour, deal with this group and try, or are you prepared to flee now?
That is a miss, unfortunately.
Do you want to spend this astonishing fortune?
Yeah, 4 astonishing fortune right now.
So we have 5 minutes left? Might as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Duh. Come on, baby.
Nice. Very nice.
There you
Go ahead and
go.
roll damage.
Nice.
Very nice. Let's see how many hit points it's got. Yep. It's 1 dead hyena. Boom. Then it is Chael on a 13.
Yay. Okay, let me tell you what my plan was, and you tell me how to adjudicate it.
Okay.
What I was planning on doing was moving half my move.
Yep.
And then casting hold person.
So you just lost
know
a
I got
casting.
attacked.
Yeah, you lost a casting a hold person.
But I can still move half my move?
You can still move half your move, but you will take attacks of opportunity from 2 gnolls and a hyena.
Oh, dear Lord.
Unless you withdraw.
Can't
Yeah,
now.
but I mean, that's not what my original plan was.
His declared action was casting a spell, so all he's got access to is half his combat move.
I'm going to... 1, 2... Wait a minute, is that 3? Yeah, that's 3. I'm just going to do it and take the attacks of opportunity.
So we got 2 gnolls. Neither of them hit. The hyena rolled a 19. He's clearly got... He's still gnawing on your leg.
That's awful.
It's another 8. Jesus, 8 points of damage on you.
Damn.
DR will
Okay.
apply.
Okay, so 7.
Okay. Elanion, if you hit it with a hit that thing with a ring of whatever your shooting star thing, it's not going to get a save. You can knock it down full stop.
Okay.
Okay. I'll just what I will make a save for is how damaged it is, but it's for sure going to fall down. It won't be functional. Then it is let's see here. Bergour on a that's Serene. Serene on a 15.
Serene. Yeah.
Yeah.
On a 15. So she's gonna step over to get a clear line of sight. I guess Chael's still sort of blocking, but that's not a big problem.
I'll make a character
She's gonna
sheet
shoot
for
at
her
this
tonight
gnoll.
too, guys, because I know I rather than you guys continually rolling d20s, I'll write that up later on tonight.
Okay. She's gonna shoot at the gnoll that was next to Chael, but is no longer.
Yep, please do. Go ahead. 12. That's a hit because that's she's got a THAC0 of like 14. Okay, roll
And
damage.
1d8.
It's 1d8 plus 1. She's got a plus 1 in the strength
Oh.
bonus.
5.
5 damage. Okay, let's see how many hit points this guy's got. There we go. He has lots of hit points, so he's not down. He definitely sees her as the aggressor here. Let's see here. We have Calidor has. Do you have any movement left, Calidor, or did you move all your full complement?
No, I'm fully moved.
Fully moved. Okay, because it is a favored round, so you would have a second attack. Hi, sweetie.
Oh, no, wait.
Yeah, you're only moved
I don't
two
think you
spaces.
did.
No, I don't think I actually did.
Because you still you have 4 movement on a round where you attack.
Right. Yeah.
Where,
that's
like,
right,
I was up
didn't.
here.
Yeah.
So if you do want to step in and engage those guys,
Yeah, I might as well just step down one and.
okay, go ahead and make your second attack.
Oh, he's wounded. I was like, isn't that guy dead? No, he's just wounded. That's what the red dot is.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
wounded.
Okay, that is a big hit. Roll damage.
Nice.
Large size creature. Holy shit!
Oh!
So,
Damn.
what is the incredible fucking attack that you make on this thing?
I think he just cuts down the hyena and just spins and slices almost right through the giant gnoll
So, guys,
as he takes a step.
I have some good news. Because of that insane amount of damage and because of the crazy amount of spells you guys have been deploying, I decided to make a morale check for the, the things. Sometimes my tendency to roll high does not work in my favor. Because I just rolled a 19 for their save, which is almost as bad as I can roll. So basically, Elanion, if you want to get off one more ring of shooting star to destroy that second one, and then Boogie, you guys can do that, because they're like gonna be wasting a couple of rounds, some of them running away, some of them trying to stop them from running away to regroup and then come back and fight you guys. Was that what the plan was?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that sounds like pretty much, as close to perfect as the plan could go.
Okay, so that's precisely what happens, guys, is they pull back. Like, we could move through this and you guys pick little, damage at one thing or another thing or whatever. But if at the end of the day what you want to do is take this thing down and then get the hell out of here as fast as you can, then that happens. So, Hobbs, why don't you end, as the rest of your party is going back, give us a quick narration of what do we see as that second and then third shooting star hits this thing and causes it to fall down.
Oh, I mean, obviously we're running away and the camera is in the woods as we come forward. Big smiles on our face, and behind us, big burning towers, collapsing, and the hyenas barking and yelling, and the rest of us, high-fiving as we run away.
Nice. Excellent.
Blowing at his ring.
So then, guys, here's what we'll do. I'm going to add...
See, Kalidor, you morbid motherfucker, we were just fine.
I guess.
For now.
I mean, that's not going to help us in the long run, but it did.
Okay.
Yeah, slow motion walking away from explosions, exactly.
Pretty awesome. If you have... So basically...
how things went last time, and with like a quarter of the knoll, not even a quarter of the number of knolls.
Let's see here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That was great.
Okay. Yeah, that went off. When your guys' plans go off, they go off.
It's about 25% of their total forces right there, right?
Okay. Yeah, about that. About what you've seen. There are a lot of tents. And being the vicious DM that I am, I, of course, have blocked the line of sight to get into the tents.
Next time, cast the spell on the tents and blow them up.
Nice.
Well, I mean, we always have that capability, right?
Yeah, buddy. Artillery.
Hit this thing on the way back.
So, guys, today you have... I'm going to give you half of that. 60, 20. You guys have defeated a total of 31 hit dice worth of adversaries. And so for the fighters in the group, go ahead and award yourself accordingly. And then things... Let's see here.
So did you say the 31?
31, yeah, 3-1. Knolls are all at minimum 2 hit dice, so...
They're scary.
Yeah, the knolls are... the big balancing thing for you guys is the fact that you get to do large size creature damage, and you guys have access to so many of those good, sweet weapons that do a lot more damage. Okay, times. And mammals. Okay. Plus, I'm going to give you a pretty sweet bonus for achieving the goal of destroying those towers. And then you guys have 3 Astonishing Fortune left, is that right?
That's right.
Okay. Pretty good, guys. And there's 5 of you. 5. You guys are walking away.
We have 4 Astonishing Fortune because Chael showed up.
Oh, correct. Yeah. So you have an extra, No, every little bit helps. No, you're absolutely right. So total, guys, is 256 XP for tonight. 256 at each of you guys, and then you get to add your 10% bonus to that. And be sure to count spells. You don't get XP from spells from magic items, so don't count that stuff. But your pit spells for sure, the hold person spells for sure, and they don't need to be successful for you to. If you lost the spell because of spell failure, then that you don't get XP for that. But if they went off and the target made the save, you do get XP for that.
Okay.
So then, guys, great stuff. For those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for session 50. I need to, right as soon as this is done, I need to fix the description of the video. I'm an idiot. Let's see here. So first off, if you have, as always, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding this session, our big 5-0, please do not hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. In addition, you can find a link in the description of the video to the Dungeon Musings Discord server, where we have channels dedicated to this campaign, every other campaign we run on the channel, as well as a bunch of channels dedicated to other cool stuff like, finding a group or finding a game. We have setting up streaming play or online play. In addition, you can reach me if you need to contact me on Twitter at Dungeon Musings. You can reach me by email at dungeonmusings@gmail.com. And you can also find a link in the description of this video to something called Heroes Save Villages. I alluded to this at the beginning of the session, but this is our charity fundraising campaign we run on the channel that benefits SOS Children's Villages International, a really amazing charity active in over 130 countries that benefits over 80,000 orphaned and abandoned children from around the world. And from now until September 1st, 2020, for every $25 you donate, you get one chance to win our raffle. And the raffle has a bunch of really cool prizes, including 2 copies of the Astonishing Swordsmen and Sorcerers of Hyperborea core rulebook, including a Skittermander dice bag, including a chainmail dice bag, including a copy of the When Monsters Know What We're Doing. But the grand prize is, wow, a copy of this, the Eberron Rising from the Last War box set. This is the gold edition. This bad boy would ring. It's a limited edition, as all of Beadle and Grimm's products are. And if you bought this new, it's about between $250 and $300. I can't remember how much it is US, but you can get it for the very, very low price of, or may win it for the cost of a raffle ticket, which is only 25 Canadian, which works out to about 17 American. All donations go directly to SOS Children's Villages International. None of it goes to the channel. None of it goes to any middleman. It all goes to help them do the work that they do to help those kids. So it gives you a chance to do some good in the world by helping some of these kids who have would otherwise be living in very difficult circumstances, or you can and give you a chance to win some very cool gaming stuff as well. Oh, and there's also prizes from the Dungeon Musings Redbubble store too. Some posters. I got 2 posters right now. I got 2 T-shirts right now, and then for every $500 that we donate, I'll bump 2 more things in there. So the more money we raise through the charity, the more gifts that I'm going to donate to the raffle. So that'll be pretty cool. Anyway,
Hey, Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin, I forgot to tell you I was going to do this. I have zines. I'll put in 1 of each of my zines, and I'll ship them too.
Oh, fucking fantastic! Thanks, Hobbs. So there you go too. So there's also some free the Hobbs and Friends zines. That's pretty awesome. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, no problem. I meant to tell you that, and I never did.
Oh, that's great. It's even better. I like hearing it as a surprise. And it's worth saying as well, too, that Dave has very generously, he'll be donating the chainmail dice bag as well, too. Just like mine. Yeah, it's pretty badass. So, and
way better to whip at players.
For sure. Or to keep yourself protected from angry players, doubles as a chainmail cup in a pinch. The other thing is so for the stuff from the Redbubble store, it'll be your choice. You'll get to pick what you want on your T-shirt, and you can get the size that's appropriate. You get to pick what poster you want as well too. So if you want the map from this campaign, you can get that. Want the map from our Astonishing Swordsman and Sorcerer Hyperborea one? You want to get a portrait of one of these characters? We can get that. So there's lots of really great prizes, and again, it all goes to help out the kids at SOS Children's Villages International. If you enjoyed today's session as well too, we are currently, this is session 50, which means we've spent about 150 hours in Heronshire, with our heroes doing the Lord's work. What Lord, I don't know, but I guess Lord Carmen.
Carmen,
yeah. The Lord of Hellfire and Destruction.
If you enjoyed the session, feel free to click on subscribe and the bell icon so you know when we're going live. And every Sunday night, I always post the schedule for the week on the community tab of the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel, and on the Dungeon Musings Discord, and on my Twitter. If you're listening from Mr. Hobbs's Gamerhood, be sure to click on like so you never miss an episode of any of Hobbs's awesome streams, either when he's playing or when he's running games. And consider clicking on subscribe as well, too, because it helps Hobb create the awesome content that he creates, including those zines that some lucky player might win. And speaking of the players, so last but not least, I want to give a massive thank you to my players. So guys, what started out as an impulse evening game of just rolling up some characters, we now find ourselves 50 sessions in and 6 months or 7 months later. So Dave, Arlen, Jeff, Hobbs, and Will, thank you so much for playing tonight and for playing every night. For those listening at home, too, who weren't able to join us tonight as well, John, George, Steve, am I missing anyone else? I think that's everybody. It's eight players.
Brent
and
now.
Brent, of course, Brent, the recent arrival, yeah. Thank you to all of you guys, too. This has been a shit ton of fun playing this. I've been having so much fun. 50 sessions in. I can't wait for us to hit 100. So, guys, thank you for playing again tonight. And for those listening as well, too, thank you so much for joining us. This was a shit ton of fun tonight. As is always the case during this kind of the current crisis, we hope that this finds you healthy, safe, and weathering the current crisis as well as can be expected. And until we see you again,